Please still work if I move a little bit, so I can read this. It has been mutually agreed upon by both the Spurs and Dennis Rodman that he will be granted a leave of absence for personal reasons. This leave of absence will be with pay. This time away is for an unspecified period. This decision has been made because it is the right thing to do, and it is in the best interests of both Dennis and the Spurs. This agreement will go into effect immediately. That's it.
What part about this?
Well, obviously, a lot of discussion and several meetings. Well, I think that, you know, the events that have taken place in training camp were pretty well documented, and it would be pretty easy to figure out that we would hope Dennis in time will decide to do things more in the team in season, but they'll know about it after the game.
What is it that he's been doing that he doesn't want, or what is it that you want him to do that he does not want to do?
Well, Glenn, I don't think we have time to go into every specifics about how people do things all day in their lives. Just suffice to say that
Take 5, 3, 2, 1. The New York Knicks missed winning the world title last year by a scant 7 points. Many feel if they'd have had the home court advantage, they would be this year's NBA champions. That's what Pat Riley's got the Knicks thinking about this year, getting the home court advantage throughout the playoffs. That was fine. Okay. First of all, what's this Knicks team got to do this year? Pat Riley talked earlier about taking the next step toward actually winning it all. They only lost about 7 points last year.
Well, I think right now they are improving their offense. They have more diversification, which has given them better articulation. And by that I mean they're not just relying on Ewan and John Starks. They're getting Charles Smith and Charles Oakley as well as Harper involved in the offense.
Nobody is of course, another Clyde Frazier, but Harper and Starks are certainly picking up the tempo a lot more than most people thought they could do.
Yeah, they're a formidable duo right now, and Harper is an excellent defensive man. Starks showing his versatility, leading the team in dishing, sucking, and scoring. Also, Greg Anthony is doing a nice job on the defense, but he's unheralded because of his lack of offense, but he's also an integral part of what they're trying to do.
You've been around basketball a while. What do you think about the Spurs giving Dennis Rodman this indefinite suspension? Do you think they're coddling him or what?
Obviously, they want to get rid of him, and I think they're buying time until they can find some takers, because normally when you suspend someone, you wouldn't pay them to be suspended. And I think he's a disruption. And just reading the paper and listening to Bob Hill, it's obvious that I don't think he wants Dennis back.
The pros, or the cons rather, in this case, outweigh the pros. In other words, he is the NBA's leading rebounder, but is he too much of a distraction? Just get rid of him?
Yeah, I think so, because, you know, how far can you take your act? I mean, last year was all right, but then to come back this season with the red hair and perpetually you're always embroiled in controversy, it's not good for the league, it's not good for Dennis, so I think something should be done.
Certainly a pleasure to meet you. I watched you growing up. You're one of the all-time greats, Clyde. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1. While the Spurs are now indefinitely without Dennis Rodman, the New York Knicks have a front line that is as powerful as anyone in the league. Matched up with Patrick Ewing, Charles Smith, and the indomitable Charles Oakley, the Knicks are once again primed to dominate the Eastern Conference. If he comes around, let me know. Next time he's over here and comes back around. Hey, can you guys look? Is that good enough? Go. 3, 2, 1. Many are calling this year's handshake rule actually the Derek Harper rule. You see, it was Harper in last year's playoffs that caused opposing guards fits with his relentless handshaking defense.
meet you at the line. Shoot the tee. On the Spurs, number 7, JR. Second in the penalty. For the Spurs, Willie at the line, 2 shots. Second timeout, Spurs. First 5,000 fans through the door tonight receive a special hot cold mug courtesy of Diamond Shamrock. It's number 45. Section 137 here at the Dome. Mr. Robinson's neighborhood, David Robinson, the Spurs Foundation, HEB and 90 sponsored this section, where students were nominated by their teachers for a variety of achievements in loose ball foul on number 50, David Robinson, his first second team foul, New York ball. Stepped out of bounds. New York ball. Foul number 40, Willie Anderson, his second no-team foul. Two-pointer. John starts. David Robinson. New York number 50, Greg Anthony, his third team foul. At the line for the Spurs, Mr. Robinson. 2 shots.
on us early, and we played right into their hands as to exactly what they wanted us to do, which was to shoot jumpers early in the game instead of execute what we have to execute, just to flatten out their trap. And, it was downhill. It was pretty much, digging a hole right from the beginning, getting down double digits and having to come back. And just did not play a very smart game at all tonight. This compounded the problem. It wasn't until the fourth quarter that we decided to hit the open man, or even attempt to hit the open man. That's a nice team. Bob's done a great job with that group of guys. We got some size in the guard positions, got some real good shooters, we got a hell of a post-up player.
Besides the tendency to rely on too many jumpers at one end, at the other end, do you think that early fouls sort of got these guys into shaky
you can use that as an excuse. And, I made the point at halftime, we got to learn to play people and take pride in whatever techniques we are teaching in practice, apply those techniques to the game diligently to try to prevent that. And yes, it does bother you. It's frustrating to have both Patrick and Derek to get 2 fouls immediately, but that's the way it is. We have to adjust and adapt to it, and stop cross-matching everybody where we get beat in transition.
They took it as a sign that they could attack the rim at will, whereas your guys seem to be passive.
Well, I mean, they took us out of our offense, but they didn't really. I mean, they took us out of our offense by trapping the ball, and we have a counter to that. If we just make 1 or 2 passes, we can get into any set we want. We just didn't do it. We relied early with open jumpers that becomes your undoing, on the road. We're not smart at all tonight.
Didn't surprise you the way they defended you?
No, we weren't surprised. We knew they would probably do that. We talked about it, and we work on it every day for 3 years. But anyhow, if you're not going to make good decisions, with your shot selection on the road against a team that's playing real hard, you could get yourself in trouble, and we got ourselves in trouble early.
Do you think the Spurs are more dangerous with or without Dennis Rodman?
I don't know. I mean, he's a great player. Let's not get away from that. He's simply the best rebounding forward that's ever played the game of basketball, an exceptional defensive player. Whether or not they're better without him, I don't know. They look like world beaters tonight. And sometimes that can become a motivating factor, for a team. Bring them together.
It showed you how deep they are on the front.
Huh?
It showed you how deep they are.
Yeah, they have, with Reed, he's much improved. Robinson, Moses, Cummings, they can play Elliott over there with Chuck, Willie Anderson. They're a big team.
Yeah, usually you guys even lose and make some type of strong run. I mean, was it just
we made one run at it. We got it to 9, and then they got it to 15, and that was pretty much it. We just it was just one of those games where we got ran out of there. Literally ran out of there. But there's 78 left, and I'm sure there'll be another game this year that we'll be talking about this. But as a basketball team, when you're a veteran team, it simply comes down to a maturity level to want to improve your game individually and the team's game. And unless you're really willing to do that and play at a level from a basketball playing standpoint, a level that is simply professional, fundamental, and basic, and not be sort of random and at times frantic, then you're not making strides. And every now and then we get caught up into that, whether it's quick jump shots or not making the play to the open man or whatever, you are not making strides as a championship contender. And that's what's disappointing.
First time you can look at the stat sheet and see a 25-26 foul shot disparity and say they deserved it?
Well, let's say the other night, we got outshot 38-22 or something like that from the free throw line at home, and that's always been a problem of ours. We had it last year, but we were allowed to at times last year to get away with it over a period of time where it didn't affect us. It allowed us to continue to play our game, and they were taking the ball right to our faces. Going to the basket, going to the basket, going to the basket, going to the basket. When you put it on the floor, something's going to happen. I don't know if we have those kinds of plays. We're trying to develop that game, but we got to make things work.
Coach, after last year, you know the importance of having the home court advantage in the playoffs. Does this put more of an emphasis on trying to win each and every game and not taking any game for granted?
Well, you know, I mean, you just want to, yeah. I mean, if you're playing for something special, you know basically how many losses it's going to take to not get it. You know, you're talking in the 20s, you know, low 20s. You're going to have 20 losses or 22 losses, which is going to give you 60 wins, you hope. You know, but you're not going to win every night in this league, but you have to put an emphasis on that.
With the way teams play you in,
yeah. Patrick, it seems like this arena's tough. Last 2 years you've come.
I just want to wait for everybody else.
Oh, okay.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
I don't really remember last year. You know, this was a tough ball game for us. We came out. We didn't do what we needed to do. We were too random. We let that trap that they was doing affect our game. That was the ball game.
what was the things you were trying to do tonight that you weren't able to get into?
Basically, you know, we wanted to run our sets. You know, we feel that, you know, they couldn't stop us in a half-court game, and, you know, that trap took us out of our offense. We were random. We were quick shooting the ball, just weren't able to get in the flow. And then we wasn't stopping them on defense.
When you picked up those 2 early fouls, did that take you out of your rhythm?
Nah, not really. It was just unfortunate. You know.
I think the Spurs came out with more intensity tonight because Dennis is not here and he's not going to be here for a while.
Well, I don't really know. I don't have any comment about that. You know, they definitely had more intensity than us. They got the job done. We didn't.
What about your next game at Utah?
Well, you know, we have to put this one behind us and start, you know, getting ready for Utah tomorrow.
What about that team? Talk about the matchups that you faced there.
Like I said, we'll start worrying about them tomorrow. It's disappointing. We're very disappointed in the fact that we lost this one. Try to put it behind us.
Does this team play better at the Garden than it does on the road?
It's too early to answer that question. We're one-on-one on the road so far.
What do you want to do the rest of the year? I mean, I don't want to sound oblivious, but what do you want to concentrate on?
We want to win as many ball games as possible. Win as many ball games as we possibly can, and try to go into the playoffs on a high.
When you go up against a center like David Robinson, what's your mental output what is your focus when you go into the game? You don't want to get
play my game. That's it. Play my game.
Richard.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's dangerous right in the San Antonio territory.
Is that right?
Well, yeah, you have to bounce back. You know, you have to bounce back from tough losses, and hopefully we're gonna be ready to bounce back.
How tough was it getting back into the flow after sitting down for so much in the first half?
It was real tough. I think you have to guard against coming out trying to do too much when you get in foul trouble early. And, you know, more than anything, I was just trying to get the team moving a little bit offensively, trying to get us some better shot opportunities. But, you know, we just couldn't find the basket tonight. I don't know what we shot as a team, but it had to be low.
You guys got a couple quick baskets early in the third. You got it within 10. After that, I think you guys went something like 90 next 10. Everything just went colder up at 15.
Right, and when you're trying to get back in the game, the one thing that's the most important thing is that you make shots, and we weren't making shots, and you know it just compounded. Everything compounded. They pushed the ball up. Never seen so many dunks. You know, they dunked the ball. They celebrated the win.
There's been a lot said about the new hand-checking rule, the so-called Derek Harper rule. Looks like the arrests were a little bit tight on you at the beginning.
They called some quick calls. You know, you can't use that as an excuse. You know, you have to go out and play the game the way you know how to play the game. They made the calls, and you have to sit down when you get into foul trouble. So, you know, it's my adjustment to make, and I'll make the adjustment.
What goes through your mind when you play defense? How does Derek Harper approach a different team, a different player each night? Do you look at the same thing? Or do you...
Some guys are looking to score from an offensive standpoint, and other guys aren't. I don't think Avery's really looking to shoot, so you're more in a contained mode against him. You don't want him to drive because that's his strength, is penetrating, I think. And against other guys, it may be a little bit different. You're playing against some guys that may score, then you might want to give them a step. It just depends on who the individual is, on how you guard them.
What's the one thing you think the Knicks need to work on the most if you want to make it back to the finals?
Well, I think we have to we have to handle soft traps and defensive schemes that take us out of our offense sometimes. We have to get back to rebounding the basketball. We have to get back to playing the defense that we're capable of playing. There was a lot of emphasis put on running this year throughout preseason, and we've been able to run and we've been able to score a few points from periodically, but I don't think from a rebounding standpoint that we're playing the way we're capable of playing, and I know defensively we're not playing the way we're capable of playing.
Well, welcome back to Texas.
Thank
anyway.
You. Appreciate it.
Everybody picked to win the Eastern Conference, so it's a team that we have ups and downs with, and teams in the past that real hype for us. Another big matchup in the center. Who knows? Pee Wee Herman might know. Next week,
That's what they said last week, right?
I know, but when you sign to somebody else, you got to go by and wait until they produce that product. But we gotta sell our horse back up and ride to Utah tonight. We just had a shootout in the salon, and in OK Corral, we had six shooters that had 12 shooters. They outshot us.
What kind of shooter do you think, speaking of 6 shooters, what kind of shooter do you think Dennis Rodman is?
Huh?
What kind of shooter do you think Dennis Rodman is?
Dennis Rodman. Speak his mind, do things, and won 2 championships. So, hey, he's not a bad guy to me. He's been around 8 or 9 years, and, management, he's been doing it. Hey, that's between management. I can't really speak on him, but best luck to Dennis. I'm always with the team, with the player.
Spurs look like a different team without him. There's a lot of talk that they're soft without him, but yet they didn't look very soft tonight.
I don't know. They just got out, made some things happen. We got layups or threes, and we took jumpers, and we just didn't knock them down. And beat nights like this, but I think we got to bounce back. We go to Utah. Team Spurs beat a couple nights ago, and we just have to go up there, stay focused, and just play our game inside out, and don't really take a lot of tough shots. I think that a couple times we put up some shots. They got some steals and went the other way, and we just got to play the Knicks game.
One more question. How important is it to get the home court advantage throughout the playoffs, or is that kind of an obvious question?
Well, last year we run really home court advantage a couple of times, but the finals, we had to lose. We lost Indiana game 5, had to go to beat them game 6. It's just how to play the game. I think that if you're a team well equipped, you got your solid 8-9 guys, and going to the playoff really strong on a good roll, anything can happen. You don't have to have the best seed, but as long as you're playing together, the team, that will count.
Thanks a lot. Good luck to you.
Everybody's happy to see Dave. Everybody's happy to see Dave. We celebrated so much on our game. Really was happy. JR was happy.
How about that dunk at the end?
It was awesome. That's I said that's probably the best dunk I've ever seen in person in a game. I've seen guys do lots of dunks in dunk contests and everything, but in a game it's different, and that was probably the greatest dunk I've ever seen.
And in a game where you and David both do one, and within a couple of minutes in the same quarter, it's got to be a good throw.
Yeah, mine wasn't quite as spectacular.
Well, yours was still. It wasn't shabby. How's the team this year? How's everything going? despite all the distractions?
We don't consider them distractions anymore. We try to put those things aside. We got work to do, and if we're going to let those things pull us down, then we don't deserve to try to win the NBA championship. We put those things behind us. We're going to work hard. This is a team we're trying to make a statement. We're trying to come together.
The statement being you want to play tougher, harder. What do you want to tell the rest of the league?
Well, we don't want to shout too loud yet. We want to sneak up on people. I tell you that much. But really, this game tonight was for us. We beat Utah at home, and we scrapped it out with them, and we were able to come in here and meet New York's intensity, and to us that means a lot. I don't care what anybody else in the league is thinking. Right now, this locker room, there's a bunch of confident guys.
You're going to go through peaks and valleys, obviously, through the year. What's going to be the steadying force on this team as far as what's going to get you through the playoffs?
What's going to get us through is when we have a slump, and there's so many games that sometime this year we're going to lose 3 or 4 in a row, and the thing that's going to get us through is when we lose those games, that we don't fall apart, that guys stay together, make sure there's no dissension. It's always easy when you're winning, everybody's having a great time. When you're losing, there's a lot of finger pointing. And if we stay together when we go through the valleys, then this is going to be a great team.
Certainly better than it was in Detroit, huh?
No question about that one.
Good to have you back, and thank you very much.
Do you care, or do you expect to score 29 points a game, or is your role going to be a little different this year?
To be honest, I don't care. I want to be easier for sit on the other side. This team is really important for me, for us to I'm sorry. So it's, we have good players on everything that comes from these players. We got guys like Sean who can put a lot of numbers on the board. We got Chuck Person who can put a lot of numbers on the board. And as these guys are going to be more I'm going to do whatever it takes.
Do you think this team is more versatile with the athletic ability, with guys like AJ and Elliott, than you maybe had last year? Have more options?
No question. We've got guys who are much more aggressive offensively, and I think that takes some of the pressure off of me. A guy like Chuck comes into the game and he's firing up shots. He's looking to score, and he's a threat. I mean, he can post up just about any of the 3 guys they've got, and he's a threat. And that opens up the game some for me. I don't have to score down the stretch every time. With a guy like Sean can hit shots and drive to the hole, and with Willie in there too, it kind of mixes it up so that we can have some threats. So it's I think it does say a lot about our versatility this year.
A lot of people were saying that Rodman helped you in rebounding last year. You moved away from the basket where you didn't have to rebound, but so far this season you've proven that you can rebound anybody in the league. I believe you were leading the league or right around there.
Well, I hope that was never in doubt that I could rebound. I know I could rebound. I think Dennis opened up some of my offense where I was able to go out and drive and do some different things where I could shoot the ball. But like I said, I want to do what it takes for this team to be successful. And right now, I need to rebound, and I need to be the backbone of this team underneath the boards, and so that's what I'm really focused on right now. Defensively, I have to step it up to another level, especially without a guy like Dennis on the back. I've got to step it up to another level and bring everybody else up defensively. And rebounding is going to be a key for us. We've got strong players, but right now I'm the backbone.
This being your 6th year, does there ever come a time in your mind when
we're beginning to be a team for a change and have the effort and the enthusiasm and the intensity it's going to take to get it?
Avery spoke about team defense like that. You mentioned that nobody's covering anyway. It's a team.
It's much better than I've ever seen since I've been here. In practices, the practices are very intense, and we get the rotations. We understand what we want to do. We see pick and rolls. We know how we want to play them. We see all kinds of plays. We know how to play them, and that's that defensive preparation is something that's probably the best I've seen since we've been here.
David, were you making a statement with that dunk at the end?
I tell you, I was just having fun with that one. He threw it up. I just went up and tried to do something special with it.
You look like you're having fun this year. Is that going to rub off on the rest of the team? How much can that take you further?
I am having fun this year. I had fun last year too, but this is a different team. This team is more of a team, and I'm having fun because the guys are having fun. I'm having fun because we're working together, and the game is much easier for me. And And so it's exciting, and that part of the game is that's what makes me believe in these guys and believe in this team to be able to be successful.
Do you think the team looks to you to get psyched when you're playing centers like Ewing, Olajuwon, O'Neal, things like that?
Yeah, they do. I think even more so than usual. Usually they look for me to get psyched for every game, but especially against guys like this, they know I'm going to come out and I'm going to be ready physically and mentally, and so they play off of that, I think, sometimes.
Does it make it easier for you to play every night knowing that you have a lot more contribution from the bench?
Oh, no question. To see the guys that we have playing so much easier for me. I see those guys in effort. I see what's in practice, and they're bringing that. All
right, go ahead.
Yeah, you played pretty good tonight.
Well, it's an opportunity for me to get in the game. I try to do my best. And with David Robinson, one of the greatest centers in the league, he's playing great. He's doing a great job. And our concern is winning ball games.
You're no slouch yourself, obviously. Do you feel younger coming here? Are you content with the way you're playing in your role?
Well, I know what I got to do. My attitude is got to work hard and try to contribute to the team as a ball player, not as an individual. My concern is to help the San Antonio Spirit win all the games we can win.
That was a good.